Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here at Full Throttle. Thank you very much for tuning in on today's episode. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a brake service on your W177, whether it's a pre-facelift or a facelift. And honestly guys, this is going to be pretty well the same process along the Mercedes-Benz lineup, the CLAs and so on. So let's not waste any more time and let's dive into it now. If you haven't seen the video on how to put the rear calipers into a service position, be sure to check out that episode. I'll leave a link up in the corner here and down in the description below. On how to do that. Very easy process. You don't need a scan tool, no special tools. Head over and check that episode out now and come back to see the brake service. So we're going to start on the rear calipers. It's just easier that way. Of course, you're going to have to get the vehicle up in the air, use jack stands, use the OEM manufacturer recommended jacking points. I'm not going to go through that process today. Today we're focusing only on the brake service itself. So we're going to have to use a ratchet and a socket, or if you got an open end wrench, anything like that. It's a 10 millimeter on the back side for the sliding pins. So we're going to remove the upper and lower. I'll leave everything used in today's episode down in the description below as well if you guys would like to purchase any of the products or tools. But once you remove both of those 10 millimeter bolts, I did use a 10 mil guys, but you can see this is an E-Torx style bolt, so you should be using an E-socket on those. I'll leave the proper one down in the description below as well for you, but a 10 millimeter will work in a pinch. At this point guys, we can slide the caliper off of the mounting bracket and be very cautious. We have an electric connector here with the electric motor, and we do have our hydraulic brake line coming off the back. So you want to be cautious. Don't put too much stress on either of those components. At this point guys, you can see we have our rear brake pads. So we're going to slide these out here just like that. So then we're going to remove the front brake pad and the rear brake pad as you've seen there. The next step we're going to do is remove these slide pins themselves. They do have a rubber boot on them. Be cautious. You don't want to tear that boot. Just kind of support the boot and pull the pin out just like that. Set that aside and repeat the process on the lower one. At this point, I do highly recommend you can take a wire brush. It doesn't have to be this big. Use a small wire brush, and what we want to do is clean these metal slides. Now an extra step you can do if yours are really quite corroded or anything, you can remove this bracket right from the vehicle and do this on a bench. These ones aren't too bad, so we're not going to do that today. Repeat this process on the back side as well. At this point, we're going to come back to those slide pins. We're going to take a clean rag, clean those all off. You want to get off all of that old grease and compound. Repeat that process on the second pin. And we're going to take our silicone brake lubricant. Guys, you do not want to use Never Seize. I'll leave a link down in the description for brake silicone lubricant. You want to be quite generous with this, guys. This is what keeps everything nice and freely moving and allows those brake pads to wear evenly. We're going to then reinsert those slide pins into the housing. And make sure you click them all the way until that rubber boot's securely in place. Repeat that process on the second pin. Slide that into the housing as well. At this point, we can come in with the brake lubricant, apply some onto these metal shims. Repeat the process on the back side as well. We can then come into looking at the brake pads themselves. They do have these metal secure clips on them. This is what actually slides into the metal bracket housing. We're going to come in and clean these up with the wire brush. Once everything is cleaned up there, we're going to apply a little bit of lubricant on the bottom of these slides. And then we're good to reinstall. You want to put this at a slight angle down. That's going to compress those clips, and then it will slide right into place. Repeat that process on the back side. At this point, we're ready to place the actual caliper back into location. We can take our slide pin bolts, start to line those up. Now you can come in and torque these bolts to specification. Now you can repeat this process on the passenger side. Now we'll move on to the front and show you guys how easy it is to do the brake service on the front calipers. You will need a 15mm socket. We're going to do the exact same process and remove the caliper pin bolt. You will need a 15mm socket. We're going to do the exact same process and remove the caliper pin bolts. So we have one on the top. Break that loose. We have one on the bottom. So on the front passenger side caliper, we do have the brake pad sensor. So you're going to come in and slide that straight out, just like that. Now this whole caliper will come out, and you can sit this up top. Now we do have the electrical connector for the brake pad and the hydraulic hose. So be cautious you don't put too much strain on any of those components. At this point, we can basically repeat the same process as the rear. We can remove both front and rear pads. We can remove the slide pins. Be cautious of those rubber boots. We don't want to cause any damage or tears. So now that we have both brake pads reinstalled, we can then get our caliper back into place. At this point, we can take our 15mm and tighten up the slide pin bolts. You don't want to forget either to reinstall our brake sensor wear pad. Line it up into the hole into the pad itself and push straight down until it clicks. All right, guys, repeat that process on the front driver's side caliper as well. At that point, you'll be officially completed a 4 caliper service on your Mercedes-Benz, whether it's a W177, the A-Class, or a CLA, or any other Mercedes-Benz in the lineup. It's all pretty well the same process. If you have any questions or concerns, be sure to leave your thoughts and comments down below. If you enjoyed today's episode or found it helpful for you, be sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button if you aren't currently subscribed to the Full Throttle YouTube channel. Until next time, you guys know what to do. Keep her at full throttle.